Bitten by a radioactive bird. Somewhat mannered Tony Tuthill feels compelled to transform into Kinneas, the Skydude. Oh man, day 2 of attempting to become a Skydude was horrible. It was catastrophic. A hit to our hero and a major setback. It was not a major setback. Well, to him it is. A horrible setback, and they're just mocking him mercilessly in the hangar, at the Skydude's hangar here in Colorado Springs, Colorado at Meadow Lake, KFLY. So, to sum up quickly kind of what happened yesterday is in between doing flights, this is out of character stuff here, I was messing around with some jets, and I've been having some, throttle issues when you transition between certain planes. And one of the problems that I've encountered is when moving back between planes, my joystick configuration will mess up. My throttle won't drop all the way to idle, and it will stay in a high state of usually like 50% or more. So, okay, so that's problem 1. Now, if you were watching Skydude's number 1, you heard me say, I'm having a problem. I have a sticky brake line, the button on the joystick. So I am essentially going to have to kind of take it apart or oil it up or try to do some repair on this button. And today's the same thing. There is a stick in the button. I could try to assign it over to something else, but it's going to require that button be cleaned or something anyway to make it more responsive. Okay, both of those contributed to a completely unforeseen accident. So as soon as I started up the plane to begin the further adventures of the origins of Kinneas the Skydude, the plane took off, not off the ground, just forward at an accelerated speed. So throwing the throttle to idle didn't work. Applying the brakes then suddenly made it the wrong thing to press. So within 5-10 seconds, I was crashed. Well, Kinneas was crashed and wrecked. Our hero was just traumatized, and then the ridicule and mocking from all the Skydude's people. But nothing. You don't have what it takes to be a Skydude. Oh, that's painful. Maybe, but I'm not going to quit, sir. I have this desperate desire now. After being bitten by a radioactive bird, you can pick which type of bird at the moment. We haven't worked out that part of the story yet. A hawk, a falcon, a pigeon. At this point, a pigeon. All right, so this is a makeup live stream, and I'm sorry it's unannounced. I want to make it up. I might just turn this one into a video. I'm not real sure. But I have now, before this live stream started, picked up 2 trips back to the Royal Gorge, 2 photo trips, and have come back, and good landings. Elena said I greased them. Usually to me, greased is like messed up. Shall I grease them now, sir? That's right, grease them now. So anyway, we're make sure you're seeing what I'm saying. Good. Okay. And I better make sure that the chat mode is on. If you'd like to chat, please subscribe. I think that's the way it's set up at the moment. And you only have to be subscribed for like 5 minutes, and you can start chatting and helping me. And you can mock me, I suppose, laugh at me in the chat room for being an idiot. If you want to help me, you've got flight expertise, I want to offer some advice, hey, I'm all ears. So anyway, I'm back to where I was. Well, he's back to where he was and did a little bit better. Instead of yesterday we were sitting around 10,000. Today we were up to 12, and I've spent a little bit of money refueling. And another thing that could have saved the day yesterday, but it was just so unexpected, and I was planning on doing it anyway. But I'm, just Murphy's Law is get insurance. Wasn't really aware of it, and now I am. That was a good bit of advice. So let me pull up Neofly here. Turn that on for you to see. Let's see. It's not showing. Why? What do I need to do to... Oh, it's probably just not set to the window. One moment, dear viewer. Let me get NEOFLY popping up in our main window here. And that's not it. That's it. I haven't even changed my character photo. Like Opie. Okay, so under the hangar, you now have, I didn't really think about it or see. It's just so unexpected. But hey, that's what I get. That's what I get. I did not choose to get the insurance for the aircraft. So, if you're using Microsoft Flight Simulator and you have ever had any sort of configuration problem when moving between planes, and you're going to try something like this, do yourself a favor, hit that insurance button. I don't know that it would have saved me yesterday. Maybe. I don't know. But I have, because I had only done 2 missions for the first transmission live stream. Yeah, we only had 10,000. Now you can come down to the bank and you can try to get a loan, but unless you have rank, you don't qualify for more than 50,000. I would have had to buy a brand new plane. 50,000 wouldn't cover the repairs, and it wouldn't cover the cost. Definitely wouldn't cover the cost of a new plane unless it was like 100 years old. But you couldn't even buy one. Just it wasn't an option. So I had no choice, but yeah, start over. Anyway, we're back to where we were. So the job that I just finished, the 2 Royal Gorge, and I've got to set up for a job to deliver some coffee. Well, that's the one we're currently on. Yeah, cargo. All right. It says we haven't unlocked it, but we may have unlocked it. We're not even at an airport that sells coffee. What I was planning on doing was going to do a little market mission, run over to the Colorado Springs airport, buy some coffee, and then I thought that's how you do the mission. And it might still be how you do the mission. I'm not real sure still. But I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to take us over to Colorado Springs. It's on the way over to the KFCS. And then we'll pick up some coffee. I've dropped a bunch of the fuel to try to give us a little bit more cargo room. So there it is. But it's a very, very, very short trip. Okay. Smoke if you got them. Let me take a couple puffs before we go hit the coffee. Check this out. If you decide that ever in the future you'd like to become a Skydude, a real Skydude, they don't want you to drink coffee. Right. If you want to fly, they suggest that you wean yourself off of coffee because it's a diuretic and will make you want to go to the restroom. And that's not a good place to be. But interestingly enough, now I think I understand some of those medical catheter commercials when they feature pilots. I never really got that, and not something I'd think I'd ever want to do. Some of those pilots on the commercial seem so happy. Wow, I've got this thing and I can fly forever now. Dude, that's too much information. Way too much. Just the thought, nah, I gotta wipe it out of my head. All right, so yeah, that's the reason why they don't want you to drink coffee and wean yourself off of coffee. But hydration is hydration, and as you get older, even if you're not in tip-top health, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, whether you're drinking water or anything else, when the urgency, now I'm getting too much information. When the urgency hits, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. Except look for one of those commercials to buy one of those things. Okay. Altimeter is adjusted. It's 3031 at the moment. Last I checked. That's taken care of. We might as well double check it before we go. Yeah, it hasn't changed. The wind 13 knots out of the north. Oh. So, okay. So, let's close this. Air traffic control. Select the runway for takeoff. We should take off at 33. Head into the wind. An announcer taxi. Sure, our lights are on. Okay. Joining us on this mission, my secret ability, super abilities, among them are
322 at Niner. Departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
3026. Or 6.
Kinneas 21, please acknowledge.
Cleared for takeoff runway 35 right, Kinneas 21.
Terrain problems with the map over here. And big notches out of these runways. Oh, the flaps are up. All right, let's take that coffee. Please don't let us crash on these bumpy runway. See? That's crazy. There's some elevation problems with this runway. Maybe in a larger aircraft, it's like, nah, it's just not a problem.
Transporter, good flight.
Thank you, Elena. Alrighty.
Kinneas 2-1, did you copy?
Steve's not answering. Oh
Colorado
well.
Springs Tower, Kinneas 2-1, continue for west departure.
Our ATC. That's probably why Steve's not responding. We don't want to be in communication with them anymore. We want to get nearest airport so we can request a landing at FCS. Hopefully once we kind of clear their airspace, that'll they're out. Yeah, because we don't want these. No. Looped. But yeah, I said I wanted to take a moment to come out to the graphics and see if I can up the super sampling. I'm not real happy with the terrain. You know, this is not a super beefy machine by any means, but I can try to make things a little bit nicer. Oh, it's already up pretty high. Okay. Yeah. I guess not.
Kinneas 2-1, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Yay.
Colorado Springs Tower, Kinneas 2-1, frequency change. Butts Tower, Kinneas, 215 miles north, 7,400 feet to land.
Kinneas 21 Butts Tower. Altimeter tree 0.26, wind tree 26 at 8. Fly right downwind runway tree 1.
Fly right traffic runway tree 1, Kinneas 21.
All right. Oh, Fort Carson down here, military base. They're still listing. They are listing this, not still. They're listing this as Fort Carson Air Force Base at Fort Carson Army Base. Don't need this anymore. It's interesting it didn't put up the ribbon this time. And flaps.
Kinneas 21 wind 132 at 5. Cleared to land runway tree 1.
Cleared to land runway tree 1, Kinneas 21.
Do.
Dispatch to pilot. That looked like a butter-smooth landing from here.
Butter.
Please exit the runway and taxi to parking. Contact ground for your parking assignment, then shut down your engine.
Kinneas 2-1, turn next taxiway.
Right on the turn.
2-1, contact ground on 118.55.
Where did Steve go? He's left me. He's like, taking a break, man.
118.55, Kinneas 2-1.
Okay, let's see what we got. Oh man, ding me again. Well, they were on.
Pilot, stand by. The cargo is being removed.
Let's see what this has to say.
Transporter from dispatch. Everything seems okay. The customer looks happy. Mission ended.
Okay.
Everything is on board.
Gonna be some messages up here for what we did or did not do. Payload matching, payload realism, XP around at the end of the flight. Is that it? Okay. So let's go back out to Neofly. I was hoping you would be able to do all the things that you can do that you need to do in your pad here, but it doesn't seem so. Seems you still need to come out here. Check your jobs or get a job. Okay, so we should still have the 120. What are they selling here? Da, 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 da. They're selling coffee here, but they wanted coffee. But that, yeah. All right, let's look at some of these jobs. That one's closed. Will Rogers Shrine did that in our first day. Bishop's Castle. Ooh, that's such a tight little valley. To get down close enough for them to take photographs, this could be tricky without a helicopter. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Air Academy. Bring a passenger to the Air Academy. Easy enough. That's real close though. And they're both close. It's not a big deal. Yeah, these guys wanted coffee. 356 pounds of coffee at a good pasture. Ooh, it's a grass field. 219 pounds of computers. I think they said someplace there was a warehouse you could put your stuff. I'd have to look that one up, I guess. Manage your stock. Do we have to go back to KFLY to start that one? Now is it? Now it's gone. Wow, do they change? They don't change that fast. No, good. It was just me. Of course, it's always just me. It doesn't say where we're starting though. Do we have to go back? I don't know. Well, we'll try it. Let's just see what it does, huh? No way to find out other than to do it.
Hey, pilot. Time to strike a pose. We have some camera-happy guests to fly today. Show them the sights, please. Good day, pilot. The happy snappers are making their way now.
Okay, good. Good, yes, good. We don't have to go back to KFLY to pick them up. Was there a bonus? It doesn't say it on here. On 196 pounds. Then this is missing payload.
Pilot, all the guests are on board. The weather looks perfect for photos.
I'm gonna start adding some weight in and see if we get any different change here. Nope, don't see any. Payload matching. Man, all the way, full payload. Don't worry, see if that one goes. Okay, so it seems that is it. Okay. All right, well, we'll do it.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Okay.
Butts ground, Kinneas 2-1 request taxi to the active north departure.
Kinneas 2-1 taxi to and hold short of runway 13 via taxiway Bravo. Contact tower on 125.5 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 13 via taxiway Bravo, Kinneas 2-1.
They departing us to the north? They're departing us the north end? I will know in a moment. Seems like it, and it depends on the direction this runway's facing, but maybe the wind direction changed. Yeah, the shrine is just ahead of us up on the side of the mountain there, kind of where that indicator's at. Up. Stop right there. You're doing it again. You need to get back over here and turn off NEOFLY. Don't do it, man. Couple of things I'd like to try too, but I'm ready to do it mid live stream. And that is might be too much in the graphics card, but this card can do virtual super resolution. I don't know how that would work with and how that would handle it with while we're live streaming. It's got to encode everything and yada yada yada. Do
Butts Tower Kinneas 2-1 ready for north departure at runway 13.
Kinneas 2-1 altimeter 30.20 wind 152 at 6.
020.
Departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 13.
Right. Justice 3020. And do it.
Kinneas 2-1, did you hear my last transmission?
Yeah, I guess Steve's taking a break.
Takeoff runway 13 Kinneas 2-1.
We've toggled him off somehow. Let's check that. Here we go. I don't know why he's not responding. No, he's still on. Steve, wake up. Buddy. Steve. Steve, man. Wake up. Yeah, I know it's humiliating, that first 45 minutes. I know, I get it. But we have a job to do if we're ever going to be a Skydude. So. Left. Any taxi. Done. There, it's sticking again. I pressed it twice now to release the brake and it didn't go.
Have an enjoyable trip. It's a great day for it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Kinneas 2-1, continue for north departure.
Righto. He was asleep.
Butts Tower Kinneas 2-1, continue for north departure.
Our drone camera, I don't know what's up with it. It always is in some weird position. What had happened there? Oh. Well, thank goodness I have superpowers. 'Cause I made a mistake there. May have caught it. I'm not going to point it out if you. You didn't catch it and notice it and everything's fine to you. I'm not going to say a thing. But there are moments when you have to invoke your superpowers, and they just did. And that's at times what makes a great Skydude. Right. So I'm sticking to it. So on live stream number 1, we flew right over here. I pointed out that this neighborhood at basically like 10 or 11 o'clock here right in front of us, it runs right up next to the mountain, and right there beyond that coming into view at 11 o'clock, that whole area on the mountain, that's NORAD. The parking facilities outside of NORAD. NORAD is in the mountain.
Leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
I do believe normally you need to get an airspace clearance for this as well, but we were in the Fort Carson Air Force airspace. I think on the real world map at the moment, this is all off limits. But there's the parking lot, the lower parking lot to NORAD. And then there's I'm not sure if it's an upper parking lot or like the entrance. But if you were a fan of,
Did you copy?
yes, if you're a fan of Stargate,
Butts Tower, Kinneas 2-1 frequency change.
you're used to getting shots down in there. Right there around 9 o'clock, coming into view, there's the entrance into the mountain. Right there.
You are less than 2 nautical miles from the POI. Stay under 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Okay, turn around the POI as close as possible until they are done taking pictures.
I know. So another one of my special abilities, super secret special abilities, superhero abilities, is the ability to freeze time and thus give my people taking photographs better photos. And I can come out here. Livestream 1, we did this, used our drone to
Transporter from dispatch.
fly down here.
Pictures for today. Good job. You can come back.
This is the Will Rogers Shrine of the Sun. Spent much more time looking at it the first time. Went down there. Not going to get all into that too much. But this is it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay. Okay. Turn off our super secret ability. Oh. Head down to the Broadmoor. Oh yeah, I wanted to point this out yesterday. Didn't get a chance to. The zoo. Invoke my super secret ability in. Okay. The zoo. The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. So you can, if you visit the zoo, there's the shrine. Okay. You visit the zoo, you can take a road, or you're going to the shrine, you pass through the zoo. All right. I don't believe they have this as a full mock-up model or anything yet, but you get the idea. There's a zoo down here, and it is fantastic. Gotten so beautiful over the years. There's a gazebo that kids can ride on, or not a gazebo. There's a gazebo that has a merry-go-round in it, popular with all the kids. They've been adding to it and making it beautiful. In the 70s and 80s, early 90s, it had declined. It was really in sad shape. And some articles written by citizens really pointed that out and what a shame it was. And then came a massive influx of dinero to get it all up to snuff and make it a world-class attraction again. And they've done a fantastic job. Okay. And also the Broadmoor down here, there's the Broadmoor Golf Course. Pointed that out yesterday, the day before. And the Broadmoor itself. the hotel complex. Right there. They've got all this new build up behind the hotel. The original hotel sits on the front side of the lake, or the east side. The lake is behind it. So if you're coming into it from Colorado Springs, we're coming through the backside, approaching the rear. We built up all these new hotel or I guess it's all. But the original Broadmoor structure, this is all adhered to the east side of the lake. Apologize, dear viewer. Again, I don't have a super beefy system to enhance the high definition quality at this time of all the structures to make it amazing experiences. One of these days, if you would like to contribute, please use Super Chat or any other ways you can think of to help me out and my way up to a new rig. All right, now all I need to do is just cross town again. Say we didn't know where we were going, might as well went to a little bit of training. Got the the navigation radio tuned to the VOR. Basically, layman's terms, it's a radio station. It doesn't play music, it sends out Morse code, but it's a radio station. And I do have that tuned into my navigation radio, and you use this gauge right here to find it. So I need to turn this until the arrow, little gray arrow, says 2. And then we get our needle centered, and we'll get there. The little gray arrow just flipped to 2. Watch, I'll flip it back the other way and you'll see it go to from again. See, now it's at from, back to 2. Straighten us out here. Take my hand off the joystick to do this. All right, and keep turning it until it centers. Oops. 2. Now center. Start moving towards the center here in just a moment. There we go. Okay. So now we need to go to this compass heading. Is 30, 32, 35, somewhere in there. Down here, we would turn to that heading. That's not right. It's like our compass is messed. West is behind us. What is going on here? That's unusual. See, because it says we're facing west. So somewhere or another, this is off, and there's no push to set it. Right, though. But I do know that I was pointing at 35 in this direction. If I turn back, well, 30. Hmm. There. That's more accurate. What's that at heading? 1. Oh, I wonder if the Neofly. I have no idea. That's unusual. I wonder if when messing with the Neofly, it's linked to a similar knob or something. There seems like there's a couple of gremlins going on. I was hitting the trim wheel to drop the nose down a little bit, and it just wasn't going. All of a sudden, boom! I'll drop on you. Trying to get it in a more straight and level flight. Come on, you. So we're getting some wind pushing our nose around and trying it hard to stay level. He wants to stay nose down. Roll the wheel back the other way. Come on. Come on, right there. Stay. Jeez. Not listening. It's like Steve. What can you do? It's an airplane. I mean, everybody's like, well, you're the one who's in control. You're the pilot. You got to make it do what you want. Sometimes wind and has its own plans. It's a little bit better. She still wants to kind of go up and down. Could be the speed I'm pushing to, but too much. Up. Oh, you don't want to listen. That's the best we're going to do for straight and level. As it starts climbing again. That's not so much. sometimes it totally feels like these travels back to KFLY are like the longest. Like, it took no time at all to get over to the Air Force Base. Took no time at all to get back to the Will Rogers Shrine and do what we need to do. And then, yawn. Wow. There goes our camera again. Funky things. Far away. Plane. I can't believe I can't find us. What? Oh well. All right, we're close enough now. We can contact them.
Kilo Foxtrot Lima Yankee, traffic Kinneas, 216 miles southwest, 7,700 feet, inbound to land runway tree left.
And it's certainly going to be much more interesting, I think, as we progress. It's going to be slow going, I think, for now, you know, with these career things. But once we do the testing, we're going to have to check out later and start moving up to more advanced planes with the ability to use your GPS, add waypoints, create flight plans. The automated systems, of course. It's gonna be really fun. Not that this isn't fun, but I really like instrument flying. I really like using all the features that are available. Please do, even if you're just stopping in. Please like and subscribe so you can say hello to me in the chat. It's set up to subscriber chat. It was set to like hold all chat, and that's wrong. That should be fixed now. Super chat's enabled now. But I would love to hear from you, especially if I know you. For many years, I did Star Trek podcasting and broadcasting. The internet's first podcast dedicated to Star Trek gaming the Hailing Frequency podcast. There's another one out there now called calling themselves Hailing Frequency, but that's not us, as far as I know. Entirely different group of people calling themselves the Hailing Frequency podcast now, but you can still find all of our old Hailing Frequency podcasts from 2004 up to like 2010 on iTunes. Good times before in the days while we were waiting for Star Trek Online to happen. And then then I created the world's first internet radio stations for Star Trek Online, and was a producer, broadcaster, DJ, yada yada yada, everything. Station manager of STO radio, Trek radio, subspace radio. And so you might know me from some of that. If you do, please subscribe so you can come into the chat and say hello to me and let me know how you're doing. How are things going? How have you been? The whole world went crazy 2016, with all the political stuff going on, and it just made life a drag, and the community went crazy, and I just didn't want anything to do with it. They didn't want anything to do with me either, so you don't vote the way they vote, whoop, you're out. Cancel culture, everything went stupid. Hello, kitty cat. And that was a real drag. That was truly one of the things I enjoyed and loved, and just turned it into a nightmare. No fun. No fun at all. Go ahead and decelerate here. Add some flaps. They're good guides. You don't have to. I don't think you're going to get any less points if you don't exactly fly through the boxes. I think so. And I don't think they'll deduct anything from you. They're definitely guidelines. You're a stickler, yeah. Try to. Another thing, when you fly jets, this just feels so slow. When you are in general aviation aircraft again. Try flying some military grade aircraft for a while. Then you come back to this and you're like, man. We had autopilot. We could read magazines, go to sleep. Pardon me for yawning. It is early morning, or late morning after getting early afternoon here, and I'm a night person usually. My schedule's all over the place. I've been my sleep patterns are all messed up at the moment. There's a lot going on. I have to be available to be on call for certain things, and gotta roll with it. But normally I'm a night person, so during the day if I'm yawning, that's the reason why. Not because I'm bored. My body just doesn't know what to do. I am well rested, which is so funny. Plenty of rest. Undo full flaps. feel like I'm going too slow, sending too fast. Better. Yeah. Yeah, it's a wonder that you can have mishaps at these speeds. It feels that way, and then all of a sudden things go sideways. When the ground comes, things start moving a lot faster, that's for sure. There is no, you can follow the guidelines on, like, this is the way you land, and there are techniques you can use to follow along when you're learning how to land. Like, this is the proper way to land, but I don't believe that there is a proper way to land. The wind, everything's changing constantly, unless you are, and you set like perfect conditions, there's no such thing. You should always be monitoring your speed, and your one hand should almost always be on the throttle. Apply some rudder here. Power management, that's what they call this portion of your flight. Oh, make sure the landing lights are on. Also, another tip is when you're landing, you don't want to be looking at the runway right in front of you. You want to always keep your eyes focused towards the end of the runway. That will avoid smacking down on the runway. You always want to keep your vision locked down at the furthest point on the runway and be aiming for that. You want to, you can shoot for the numbers, but once you've shot for the numbers, get your eyes looking all the way down at the end of the runway. Keep your nose lined for that. Pull back all the throttle now. And I'm looking down at the end of the runway. Trying to keep the nose up. Aiming for that till we come down.
You greased that landing, Ace. Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
I'm wondering if on brand new planes, if you can get electric wheels, because with planes like this, most planes, even jets and all, your forward momentum is determined by your jets or your propeller. With electric wheels that are just meant for taxiing, you could basically kill your engine and switch everything over to your power wheels. That way you can always taxi at the proper taxi speed. Love to have something like that. But weight is everything, especially with these planes. But who knows? Who knows how heavy electric wheels are. But I've always wanted something like that. Just a button you could push that guarantees that you maintain at the proper taxi speeds. Damn brake again. Now it kicks in. That wasn't ideal. Normally where we do our refueling. Okay. Once we are here.
Pilot, all the guests are on board. The weather looks perfect for photos.
What? You're supposed to tell us that they're departing. We've completed a mission. We're not starting a mission. What? What happened there? Yeah, she's telling us to like it started instead of ending it. Bubba. Let us look at Neofly and see if we can find out what's going on. A log. A log. We need to change this. I'm showing the I don't see it as being done. It didn't something happened. It doesn't look like it took it. Is it 8, 8:41, 9, 10, 11? It's 12:01 now. Yeah, like it blew it out. But we got our photographs and everything. That's unusual. Well, hey, maybe that one was a freebie on the house. I don't know. Maybe it registered, maybe it didn't. But it normally it should be like, okay, the passenger's done. They enjoyed their flight. Thank you for flying Kinneas Airways. It's a good place for a small break. So if you want to get a drink or do anything, go ahead and do that now. I'm going to sit here for a minute or two. Not long. Just a minute or two, and look over some of this stuff, have a cigarette, a little bit more coffee. Got our coffee. Speaking of, they want magazines, clothes, computers. They want computers. So now that we have coffee, everybody wants computers. I wonder if I can sell my coffee here. Are they buying coffee? They're buying coffee. So how do we sell it? Sell. You don't have clothes. No coffee. £120. 120 pounds. 2,000. Yeah, let's sell it. Whatever. Okay, good. So even that, even taking not being too heavy-handed on the engine. So it's just to tune it up. We're at 99.3%. So just a small tune-up. Costs us what? A small tune-up, $350 for being at 99%. It was cheaper earlier at like 96%. Only $200. You total rip-off guys, just to tune it up? You're kidding me. This economy, I tell you. All right, whatever. The fuel is off from here. Something's should probably restart everything because fuel's not matching and probably where it glitched. I don't know. Yeah, might as well take this opportunity while we're on a small little break here and restart the simulator and NEOFLY and all that. Yep, exit and exit NEOFLY. Yes. And exit Neopad. Stop the server. Quit. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I have finally lame. I'm finally getting everybody who is subscribed to me subscribed. So I try to make sure I do that with everybody. So you would like a subscriber, then subscribe to me and say hello in the chat room. Say, hey, I've subscribed. Go subscribe to my channel. And I will. That's long enough. My child has given me one of these skull candy headphones, and it's got a battery booster. And the way that they've designed the cord, it's really short at one side before that you insert this battery pack thing. And it just, there's nowhere to, if you let it hang, it's going to cause stress on the wires over time. There's nowhere to put it. So I had to tape it to my desk in a way that allows me to keep the thing stable out of the way. It's been a real pain in the butt. But yeah, if it hangs down, it's going to create stress on the input where it goes into the computer. or it's just going to cause stresses on the wires coming to and from it. Getting the simulator started back up. NEOFLY starting. Pad. Okay, back at the jobs panel. Another Royal Gorge trip is available. I still haven't seen, what is this here? Yeah, well, it's not fully loaded, so yeah. Check the settings and see if there's anything to do with those emergency. You must activate software tips in Microsoft Flight Simulator settings to see flight log in game. Software tips. Okay. Fuel sync. When enabled, try to match. There we go. That's good. We'll need to reset your flight. Do you really want to change auto fuel? Yes. We want them to be synced. Backup and restore. Backup progression. Okay. That would have been handy on day one. But I get, not just, you know, I wanted this to be a learning experience, show you the origins of, and so I guess I kind of wanted to show all the pitfalls that would happen when you know, when you're just learning something and you don't mess with it before just jumping in. Enable pilot to ATC integration. Don't have it. Don't know what it is. Pilot to ATC. Sky for Sim is able to save and load flight plans, flight plan files. Save and load flight plan files. Please select the folder in which you save your flight plans. Okay. Okay. Auto start Sky for Sim server and application startup. Yeah, for right now, we do want it. And we'll take that too. Don't have any documents. Oh, when certain pop-up windows are on, you cannot see them. I have a pop-up window going on here for Sky for Sims. So now watching this live stream, can't see that. Okay. Current rank, cadet. We got a green. Yep, we're connected. Still insured. Okay. Mission list. That's the one we just did that I don't think it logged. And the only option I have is to dump it. Remove selected job from the selected aircraft. Job will be available on the mission panel again. Oh no. Oh no. I've just figured out, oh boy, what I did wrong. I thought everything was tied to KFLY, and when we started, and yeah, you probably know the answer. When I started the mission, I was at KFCS. All I was supposed to do was go back to KFCS. So without deleting this, if we go back to KFCS, it will complete the mission. Okay, well, let's find out. Real time, real weather, live weather. From here, it looks like it's a bit overcast outside. Getting there. Could expect some late afternoon showers. And we're parked right here. Not parked there, but your aircraft has no fuel. Please add some in the hangar. If these are synchronized, then they'll synchronize. £50. Cross our fingers. Should always go with the maximum, but then I'm worried about not having enough cargo or passenger or whatever. $67.
Welcome back, Captain. It looks like the weather is perfect for flying.
It is.
Hey, pilot. Time to strike a pose. We have some camera-happy guests to fly today. Show them the sights, please. Hey, Captain. We have the tour guests climbing on board right now.
So it's restarting it? Oh, so maybe not. Maybe it'll just make us redo it. Not a problem. Life of a Skydude.
Transporter. All tourists are on board.
Actually,
Let's take some photos.
Stop it again. Stop the engine. Be safe. For this guy, You know, just the thought of being chopped up by a blade, just, oh, horrible. Horrible, horrible. The heck are we? Wow. What? I thought we were at the gas station. So when I ported us in, like way out in the side fields. Okay. Well, buddy, you're going to be pushing us for a ways, okay? Is that all right? Tip you extra. Yeah, there's the beacon over there. Yeah. I thought I ported us in over here. It did not. Or has he got to push us? Oh my. Yeah, these are all like the fields that they use for like ultralights and other things. Even have a small little runway facing that way over there. I do believe that they do have one that goes east-west, or you can do it east-west. Anyway, you can use all this stuff to land on. Further's got to push us. Bye. Gonna put us right on the runway too. Plus we could stop when he gets up to the little dirt taxi. And uphill. And you have a strong motor there, man. Too funny. Stupid. You were a stupid man, Kinneas. Like and subscribe. Give me a shout out of your, so I can subscribe to you. Let me know what your channel is. One of the channels that I'm fascinated with right now, still, I've been watching it for a while, is Tribal People Try. And there's a bunch of tribals out there now, but the Tribal People Try specifically follow, has Tahir and Mr. Chaudhry and Gul Khan and Rana. Normally those four guys, they have sometimes like Chaudhry's brother will be on, but either one, it's the one that features Mr. Chaudhry. And you can't miss Gul. He's got his turban and his rings on, big mustache. And I actually sent them some cream of wheat, Christine and I. We sent them 2 boxes, the normal cream of wheat, and You have to send stuff that's halal. By the way, terribly expensive to send a couple of boxes of cream of wheat to Pakistan, but it's so worth it. They did a video for it. And I need to somehow or another link that into my favorites and get that up on my channel for you to see. The cream of wheat tribal people try. Now that guy's got to go all the way back to his starting spot. See ya. Thank you. I can hear him grumbling. Hey, it happens. All right. A little bit of mixture in. Maybe a little bit more mixture. We started fresh. Fuel valve's not open.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Going to be departing to the west.
Kilo Foxtrot Lima Yankee traffic Kinneas 21 taking off runway 15 right departure to the west.
I'm going to take out from 33 instead.
Kilo Foxtrot Lima Yankee traffic Kinneas 21 is taxiing to runway tree.
No better than to move fast at all in this grass. You never know, you'll hit a bump and there it is. Lost the plane just on a silly little bump. Something, some weird collision on the map can happen. Be very careful. Chances are you won't, but it looks clear. Probably good, but just Murphy's Law, man. It happens all the time. Just one little thing. Ruin your day. Flaps. Quantity. If it's restarted, then we have to fly back here. If it's not restarted, then we can land at KFCS and it would conclude it. But I've got a feeling it restarted. Because Elena went through the whole loading up cargo, which reminds me I was supposed to increase the cargo. Always something.
Pilot, have a nice flight.
I don't know if that tree is still out there, but it's like that one tree that if you're a rookie and you're just, there's that chance you're going to get that one tree. You got to be careful. Better be high enough before you hit that one tree. I'll be extra careful this time around. $350 to tune up your engine 1%. So get that
Colorado Springs approach Kinneas.
that VOR tuned.
Cessna 152 tree miles west of Kilo Foxtrot Lima Yankee 7,200 feet. Request flight following.
Passing over our VOR now.
Colorado Springs approach. Squawk 0217.
0217.
Squawk 0.
Steve's got it.
Kinneas.
Steve's back. So he switched it.
Kinneas 21 radar contact 4 miles west of Kilo Foxtrot Lima Yankee 7,700 feet. Altimeter 30.30.
All right, 3030.
Kinneas 21.
Keep your eye here for the altimeter. So we need 3030. Right. Does this thing have an EGT? No, I haven't really thought about that. This over here. No amps. EGT is exhaust gas temperature, and it does not look like it. You can make sure that your air to fuel mixture
Colorado Springs approach Kinneas 21. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
is ideal.
Kinneas 21 Colorado Springs approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Is that EGT?
Cleared through
No,
Charlie
that's oil.
airspace, Kinneas 21.
So on the Cessna 172, you have an exhaust gas temperature, and that can help you dial in where you want to be with your air fuel mixture. And that could have been another reason why I'm causing a little too undue stress on the engine, because I'm not exactly where I should be. Running a little too hot. But I know up here, you know, it's about less than 50%. All right, just here we go with the porpoising again. So we've got a little bit of wind pushing us from the north, so I'm trying to compensate with a little tiny bit of aileron trim, as well as I'm trying to stop the porpoising. Now we're getting a little pushed that way. Fine. No. It can be a tricky thing trying to get your plane completely balanced in the air. but you should strive to. Efficiency. Yada yada. So what I'm looking at is right here. I'm trying to pay attention to this here, and I really wanted to just stabilize at 0 and take my hand off the joystick. That would be ideal, right? Kind of right there. But now you see we're getting pushed. Now we're getting a little push from the other direction, like a wind change. And now you see that the nose is going up again. Need to also make a slight turn. But you want to get it so that that needle is just on 0, not up or down. Use the trim wheel to try to dial it in. But again, the wind still has a mind of its own. It's always like fighting. It's either a little bit too much down trim or a little too much up trim. See, now it's staying a little high. You get a little down trim. Yes, right there. Now stay there. Little down trim. Stop. Down. Down. Down, you. And you see we're getting pushed in from the south. But now we're a little close. Down, you. It's tough. And you know, there's a 90% chance one of your instructors somewhere along the line is like, show me straight and level flight. Show me straight and level flight. Really, on a day like today with the wind, show me straight and level flight. Show me straight and level flight. The winds are good enough, you should be able to do it. Who's in control of this plane, the wind or you? Wind, sir. No, wrong answer. Can't control the wind, sir, but you can control this plane, right? Yes. Get it. Show me 10 seconds of straight and level flight. Oh, now it's going to drop. Spun the wheel a little too far. Still getting pushed from the south. There's 10 seconds of straight and level flight, sir. Lower our speed anyway, we're a little high for our target. Need a little lower cruise. Not sure exactly what cruise is for this. I'd have to look it up. But usually 20, 21. This being older, I'll just go to 20. Still high. Are we on the wrong mission now? Because she should be calling it out. Are we on a Royal Gorge mission instead of Will Rogers? What's going on? Will Rogers Shrine. It's the current mission. That one's Royal Gorge, but we didn't. Can't be stacked. So we're on the right one, but she didn't call out. What's going on? Normally, should say you're within 2 miles of your target, maintain 1,000 feet. Is it broken, sir? That is it. That's unmistakably it right below us. You don't know. Oh. Well, again, maybe it's still tied to that first one, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we do just need to go back over to... It's chalked it up as a done. Well, let's go find out. If we are lucky, then when we land over here, it'll give us a concluded. Our arrangements.
Butts Tower, Kinneas, 217 miles, northwest, 7,700 feet to land.
Kinneas 21 Butts Tower. Altimeter tree 0.19er wind 032 at 8. Enter right downwind runway tree 1.
Fly right traffic runway tree, 1 Kinneas 21.
Oh, they want a right entry. I just realized that now. Last time we did a left entry as well. Hadn't thought about that. It's fine. Don't do many right entries. Seems slow, but we're still going a heck of a lot faster than the car. Then it seems so slow.
Transporter, you are less than 2 nautical miles from the POI. Stay under 1,000 feet.
What? So now we've got our message to circle around the shrine. This thing is all kinds of all over the place.
Okay, turn around the POI as close as possible until they are done taking pictures.
Okay. Makes no sense, but whatever. I don't care, just give us our money.
Kinneas 21 wind 032 at H. Cleared to land runway tree 1.
Yep.
Cleared to land runway tree 1 Kinneas 21.
Transporter from dispatch.
Cleared to
Enough
land runway
pictures for
tree
today.
1 Kinneas
Good
21.
job. You can come back.
And the flaps won't go down. What is going on?
You greased that landing, Ace.
Hey, so
Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Kinneas 21 contact ground on 118.55.
118.55 Kinneas 21.
interesting. Might have to recalibrate when I let go of the joystick. We're getting some, shouldn't be that heavy on the torque pull, but right now we're getting heavy pull to the left. Could be a reason why we couldn't manage straight and level flight so easy. This thing, it didn't used to happen. The more complex the simulator gets when they add, you know, all the peripherals for people that do super cockpits. And strange things can happen. All right, let's see what happens.
Welcome back. You can let the snappers disembark the aircraft.
The snappers, huh? Stringers, snappers. Okay. Well, let's go over to Neofly and see what it says. Well, actually, let's pull up the sim thing here and see if we get any, see what it says.
Transporter, disembarking complete. I will call you when I have more tourists for you. Let's go.
Didn't have it loaded fast enough. Get our, what's this say? Good landing. Photo shooting finished. Pictures. Okay. So it says it did finish. Okay, now let's go back over to Neofly. See what this says. Okay, good. Now it says no job. Okay, so it did complete. Okay. Right. You want to take a break? Go ahead. I'm going to sit for a minute and I'm going to grab the guidebook. And I need to get some cigarettes and I need to get a new coffee. And I need to, what I want to do is find out about making sure that like the emergency, how to make sure that any emergencies that are happening show up live. If this, we should be in an area that can do it, but I don't know. No. Anyway, so let me grab a cup of coffee, grab another pack of cigarettes, 30 seconds or so. And I'll be back here and we'll start trying to find that information in the guide. So stand by. All right. A little more than 30 seconds. Okay. So we need to find the guide for this thing. They even have one in here. Where was it? Is it even in here? Do. All right, let me just go and I'll have to open up another window. You can see this. This is missions. Filters mission types. Live emergency. Just like emergency missions above, but this time Bing data is used to generate missions using real-life road traffic emergencies. Bing data not available in all parts of the world. So if it's available, it's available. If not, it's not, huh? And search any ICAO for missions and aircraft. Rank filter only shows missions you're qualified for. Maybe that could be part of it too, is we're not high enough to get a mission like that. If you'd like to regenerate the mission list, click reset. Match plane filter. Mission filters. Weight, passengers, distance, ILS. Filter missions by ticking the appropriate checkbox. You can also filter by pressing the table headers. See? Gen rank, cargo, passengers. Flight plan, headings. So if you have weather patterns in your certain area and they're high winds, maybe you should only take ones that are going a certain direction. Then you still have to come back. I get it. Think. Many different types of missions in NEOFLY, depending on how you're playing NEOFLY, Custom Pro Survival. You may find not all missions are immediately available. More missions become available when you gain experience and rank up. That's why we may not be getting these yet. You may get a bonus if you manage to land really close. An emergency mission will require you to fly out members of the emergency services, so we're not stringers. To attend an incident, you will need to land anywhere within 3 miles of the emergency. You may get a bonus if you manage to land really close. Probably a good idea that we need more experience, because with something like this in a plane, you just can't. We're going to need a helicopter. Maybe. Just like an emergency mission above, but this time Bing data is used to generate missions using real-life road traffic emergencies. Bing data not available in all parts of the world. So different types, yeah. We haven't hit any of these yet. Secret passenger. Fly these passengers to their destination and don't ask any questions. Probably best if you don't even look at them. These missions can only be flown after midnight. See, that's why we should be allowed to have music and play music in our videos, because we need that Eric Clapton. After midnight. Gonna take our secret passengers somewhere. Yeah, never was a good musician. Interception. You'll need to scramble. Oh, so maybe we can get military aircraft. You scramble your aircraft. We have an unauthorized aircraft. Head to the coordinates given and keep your eye on the map for radar traces. When you locate the unauthorized aircraft, follow closely so the identification can be logged. Can be logged. Once the ID has been recorded and verified, the authorities will take over. You can now head to any airport land for debriefing. Pizza. Is it really just pizza? They would have to do that, wouldn't they? Sorry, I'm a part-time conspiracy theorist. And in our world, pizza is something else. And it's not very good. We don't like pizza. So I don't know if they know that or not. If they do, then I don't know that I like them. And because it says, is it really just pizza? Let's not ask. You'll be joined on board by a shifty looking character, which doesn't make me feel any better. You must fly below 1,000 feet to avoid detection. So you're going to be class G airspace. When you're above the drop zone, the pizza will be dropped. You need to then make your way back to base without alerting anyone. Humanitarian drops are only required in certain areas of the world. You may have to increase your search distance to find these missions. Airline flights are scheduled flights. They're generated from all airports. Search and rescue, VIPs. You must fly them to the destination smoothly and without banking or pitching the aircraft more than 45 degrees. Wildfire missions require you to locate and extinguish fires. Your aircraft will be fitted with virtual water tanks, but you will need to find a supply of water to fill them along the way. Fill up the tanks with water, fly or hover over the surface of the water or at least less than 30 feet, or land if you have floats. When you do so, you'll hear the water entering the tanks. So yeah, we're going to need a different plane, or, you know, I don't think there's a big enough water source for us. We can try. Helicopter VIP, sensitive cargo, payload destination, land softly, keep the cargo intact. You'll need to land with a vertical speed of less than -200. If your landing is too harsh, the sensitive cargo will be ruined and the mission will be a failure. Parachuting require you to load your aircraft with parachutists, fly them to a set destination at altitude. Once at the RV point, give them the green light to jump with the parking brake. Then return to base. Advertising. That's neat. Are you to tow a banner from one waypoint to another? You'll need this additional download. Extract the file and place it in your community folder. You can fly these missions in any aircraft, but if you want to see the banner deploy, you need to use the Bagaloo Cessna 152, which we're using. You take off, then fly between the two cones, less than 3 miles above ground level, to hook the banner. Look for a blue van. Can't see the cones right away. You need to head to waypoint 1. Once at waypoint 1, you'll be told to go to waypoint 2. Look for a pink dot on the map. To waypoint 2. Once at waypoint 2, you can head back to base. When coming into land, remember, release the banner by pressing Control W. Normally the water rudder. Okay, we've done tourists. So, yeah. Express. Deadline. So, yes, it seems that we don't have enough experience then, I would guess, to get any emergencies. I think what I want to do now is look at one of the tests. I haven't done any of the testing yet. Kind of reluctant to try doing any of the flights out to the grass fields. They're such drag to find. But we'll see. Get back to Neofly. Okay. The tests. Well, first thing, we should back up. Tests. Qualifications panel. This is where you pay to take qualification test flights so you can fly more aircraft. Along the top, you will see all the qualifications available with a star rating. Select the test you would like to take by clicking on one. Next, choose your test location by selecting one from the list and click the add button. You'll be loaned an aircraft for the test. It'll be waiting for you in your hangar at the chosen location. You'll need to make your way to the location. Take the qualification test flight. Column on the right, you'll see 3 icons next to description. Hover your mouse with these icons to see the test requirements and rewards. Remember, you can take the qualification tests as many times as you like, but you can lose stars as well as earning them. What do they mean by be waiting for you in your hangar at the chosen location? You'll need to make your way to the location. You'll have to fly there. That's what I'm getting. I want the 172 Skyhawk. Location, New Mexico. That's what I'm saying. Yep, 125 nautical miles away. One moment, I have a call incoming. Right. Oh, we need to go to Mexico 03. So we could probably just in the simulator go there and let's see what happens. So let me go to NMO3. See what happens. House. Wow, there's not even a parking lot on it, so it seems. So this will put us at the place where they want us. And let me get my headphones on. And now let's go to Neofly and click the Grant Bestly and add the qualification record. Oh, I was supposed to check these icons. It said there's icons or something. Tells you the rewards, but I don't see what they're talking about at the moment. Mandatory to fly monopropeller plane. Cessna Skyhawk. Pardon me, I'm looking at the NEOFLY screen. Let me get back to that so you can see what I'm saying. So remember they're saying press some icons and you'll see the rewards, and maybe that was for missions still. Okay, well I'm going to click this. Add. Would you like to take it? Qualification test. Yes. Cessna Skyhawk Asobo has been reserved for you at NMO3 with qualification test preloaded. Go to NMO3 and assign your pilot to the aircraft. We're here. And assign. So do we have to go back out and assign? I don't know. Cessna Skyhawk. There we go. Assign the pilot. No pilot. Empty. Assign. What? No pilot with qualification available. Let's go back out to the main menu. Or let's see. Oh, it still doesn't show us here. See? Yes. Derpa derpa. Hmm. So I'm going back to the main menu in Flight Simulator, MO3. And let's assign ourselves the Skyhawk here. And see what that does. Yikes. Come back here, you. As I'm fly off the desk. I'm trying to reach you with my toes. Also need one of those new those mats that you put down underneath your chair by your desk. I've got a rug and it's got so much heavy stuff over it I can't reposition this rug. Just the way it was when things were put into the room. I would have to move a lot of heavy stuff in this desk around just to get this rug moved. And it's not aligned good under this desk where the chair goes. And so whenever I move my chair around too much, it catches the rug and flips it over, the corner of it over. Because I want to get one of those plastic things that you put over this rug. So, okay. See if that did anything at all. So let's get back now to Neofly. And see if that did anything, or we don't qualify yet. That changed it. You already have a qualification job waiting for you. Remove the qualification job if you want to change it. But it won't let me assign the pilot. No pilot with qualification A available. Well, that doesn't make sense. Me. And NMO3 is not available on this list. And I don't have any option to start this. So I guess I don't qualify yet. That's, I guess. Maybe you have to get a couple of more stars. Remove the qualification job if you want to change it. Oh, how do we remove it? They're all in Colorado. So here's where you trash it. Rented plane, no insurance needed, but well, I guess we just can't. So let me just go ahead and clear it. All right, let's just go back to Colorado then. Yep, it was worth a shot. I noticed that we've been getting stars as we do missions, so we'll do some more and see what we can come up with. Wonder what the difference is. Well, this is structurally better for acrobatics. That's the one they want us to use, so we'll stick with it. Let's try not to put ourselves out in the field, huh? That's what I did wrong. I must have chose... I don't see how we got there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I chose one of those. What I wanted to do, select that. No, it didn't take it. It pops off there. You got to be careful. Doesn't highlight it. If it doesn't change the dot to green, you will appear in the air. All right, so let's get back to our jobs panel then. Thought I saw some of these down here going to the pub. That's Pueblo. That's not far. What do they want? They want coffee. So it seems, based on the last one, well, I might as well do this one because I want to find out. I don't see how we're loading up with coffee when we don't sell coffee here at KFLY. That's why I went over to Colorado Springs and I picked up more coffee. But I didn't need it, because it did load us up with coffee here. So I don't know how it's working, and I don't really care, to be honest. That would be an easy one, an easy 1500. That's just to Colorado Springs with 204 pounds. Yeah, let's do that. Now I wonder if we could stack one to Pueblo at that point. That's coffee. No, it can't stack them. Okay. Let's see if we load up on our coffee. This was supposed to auto connect and it didn't. Okay. 347 pounds to complete our payload. Changed. Close these. And we're not getting any cargo loaded. Dang, fuel gauge in this thing is so tough to see. Hmm. So it's now it's doing the I don't have any cargo. Oh, was I not doing? I was just going to KCOS. Oh, it's not. It's telling me my passengers aren't loaded. No, it didn't. What I'm trying to say, my brain trying to say is it did not inform me if my passengers were loaded. Well, again, well, all we can do is just fly over there and see if we get it or not. Maybe because it's just a passenger wanted. I don't know. But that made no difference to that. Said make sure we're at 347. $374, my bad. All right, well, let's fly it.
Kilo Foxtrot Lima Yankee Traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is taxiing to runway 15.
Kilo Foxtrot Lima Yankee automated weather observation 1800 Zulu. Wind.
Just toggle off. Real time, real weather. Do the taxi, automated weather again.
Kilo Foxtrot Lima Yankee automated weather observation.
Okay, so altimeter is still set to 992. Fine, fine, fine.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, taking off runway 15 departure to the west.
Pardon me a minute. I'm going to keep an eye on my, now that I have full throttle open, looking at my mixture. If I can get it to, no, that's cut off. Cut off. Usually right there. I don't notice any dip. No, it stays right there. No change. We need to go right to our dip cutoff. So right there, without an EGT, kind of where we want to be for high altitude. Okay. Oh, yeah. Remember I said I was pulling hard to the left. I'm doing it again. You see how I just took off and went to the left? Something, I don't know what is up with the simulator. Again, I know that, you know, since they add so many peripherals in all the time now, I'm not sure what goes wrong. So it's just a good idea to get in the habit of, and I don't like doing it. I mean, I never had to before, to get in the habit of doing this, but calibrate your game controller. So give me a moment here. I'm going to recalibrate the dang controller. This is what caused my bug with my throttle and brake after using a jet. One moment. Leave the handle centered, press a button on the controller. Move the handle in complete circles. Matt, give me that. Here. 2. Leave the handle centered, press a button on the controller. Move the slider. That went out on me the other day. That was strange. All of a sudden, it just didn't see the slider. See rotation. Finish. So it could be because it's set to real world conditions that it is giving me that much torque twist and it's throwing it to the left, but I don't know. Let's see if that helped at all. Let go. No, see, when I get it facing that way and I let go, still wanting to pull hard. I believe they call that like a torque spin. Better be cool with, even though we do have a virtual, it's not a VIP, but a good idea that we still don't let you crazy. so close to the airport.
Colorado Springs Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is 9 miles northeast 6,900 feet with India to land.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Colorado Springs Tower. Altimeter tree 0.28 wind 005 at 9er. Make left downwind runway tree 5 right.
Enter left downwind runway tree 5 right Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay. Pocket of air there. Pocket in the air. That would be a better way to describe it. A little area the wind kind of slips out from underneath you. Where did it put my chat window? Hello, chat. Where are you? Yeah, just checking. Making sure if anybody's here. Yeah. That's what can happen just taking your hands off the controller. Deviation there. Landing exactly the same way we did on our first flight here earlier. I need to watch back through this and learn how to get back into setting up chapters. Adding in a whole bunch of rudder here. Just want my rear end to flip around. So I'm not turning, but I'm holding rudder to try to make the back end of the plane come around. Now it's going to kind of flop about as I release the rudder. There we go. Wink the nose back. Kind of allows you to turn in space. Realign yourself. Applying a little bit of rudder again here to try to throw the back end around over to the right. Letting it go. Okay, let's slow down. Give a bit of flaps. Pull up a little bit, lead off some speed. Bit of trim to keep the nose up. Try to maintain the speed that they want. Trim wheels nose down just. That's about.
X-ray Golf Sierra 022 at 9er. Cleared to land runway tree 5 right.
Cleared to land runway tree 5 right, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
So while it seems slow, we're traveling about highway speed. Well, 55 to 65, 70 in there. So yeah, this is around highway speed. Go ahead and put in full flaps. Keep the nose down so don't stall. Use some rudder, twist my rear end around. That nose down. Okay, rudder go. And use trim to maintain. Really, not too slow. Trim wheel to keep us right where they want us. Go ahead and put some more throttle in like before. trying to follow the in the pocket that they want. I feel like I'm descending too fast. Don't want to stall. Drop the nose here for a minute, get some wind under our wings. Yikes. Too much.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, turn next taxiway.
Well, she didn't say anything about the landing. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Couple of mistakes there. One, just losing a little too much speed. I mean, real close to the end of the runway, a little too low. Not happy with that.
X-ray Golf Sierra, exit runway when able.
Yeah, not happy with that. And I didn't have myself adjusted properly in the seat at an angle like this to where I was able to really look down at the end of the runway. I was concentrating on like out my side window here and paying attention to the side strip on the runway. So I couldn't really see downwind. Yeah, my concentration was focused like right in there. And then I was finally, once we got a little bit of speed built back up,
X-ray Golf Sierra, turn next taxiway.
yeah, not pretty at all.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, turn next taxiway.
Right? We missed the last one. There's another one, but it's down there.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, contact ground on 121.7.
121.7 for Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Oh, big bump, big bump. There are a couple of things that they haven't added in, and I don't know if there's any add-ons you can get for it. But one that you can make sure that, you know, where you can visually inspect and check your pitot tube. And pre-flight for you to check your gas, your fuel, for any water in the fuel. And to just do just a visual inspection. Just coasting in on our own momentum, tapping the brakes. We have to go over there. Losing momentum. Come on. Do we have enough to get there? Come on. Oh. Yep. All right, let's see what we get. Will it give us the mission or no? Come on, really? Okay. I don't see that. It's not giving us credit. What's going on? This is making me mad. I know we couldn't be any closer. I suppose. Can't imagine that little distance would cause it. No, we're on it. Nothing.
Colorado Springs ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra request taxi to the gate.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi to gate 15 using taxiway.
Taxiing to gate 15 via taxiway Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Like that. Come on, Elena. What's going on here?
Colorado Springs ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi to parking.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Ba-da-dum. Learning curve of Skydude. That's all we can do is try, find out. The heck do they have us going? Back to where we were? They do. That was just pulling a big circle. Right back to where we were. What the? Nope. Nope. I can't. It's not toggling. Do. That's neat. Okay, well, whatever. Just lost a grand. All right. This is over to the Air Academy. Take a passenger to the Air Academy. Okay. 202 pounds. And now I'm not getting anything from Elena again. £372 for 383 messages. All right. I'm going to restart everything. Let me drop the job and restart everything. This is it's something's off. Yeah. Don't want to get frustrated. Stuff happens, you know. This is neat that they even have this career out on. This is really nice. You know, I'm happy with it. Start Neofly. Start that. Start the simulator. What I should really do is now that we're getting to this point, I was hoping to get that one in, and I should end this and actually start. This was a makeup for yesterday, and start a new one for today. Get it done. It's doing 60 frames. 720p at 60. So I have settings off then because things are set to things are set to 30. Well, I think I'm going to leave it at 30 and maybe I'll be able to change my output and give you a better resolution. Now pin a message to the top of your live chat for viewers to read. Click any message to pin it. All right, let's pin my this. Hello, say hi. Message pinned. Okay. Neofly. Back to OBS. Build this. Okay. So starting again. Go to our jobs. Let's try to find one for Air Force Academy again. Take it. This mission can't be stacked. Double check the servers connected there. And then in the simulator, yeah, let's start it back at Colorado Springs. That's where we were. Start here. Come on, Elena, kick in and let's do this. Stop having a laugh at me over at Skydude's headquarters. I want to do well. I want to be a Skydude. I'm compelled after being bitten by a radioactive bird. Parakeet. This thing's supposed to be connected already. But, okay, now it's connecting. 366 pounds. Mess with that. And $266. So why aren't we hearing her? His radios aren't on or what? But I thought she kicked in no matter what. Maybe we have to be in here. Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong. Waiting for matching plane and location. So we were supposed to start at KFLY. All right, lesson learned. You have to, I would imagine that what I did wrong is you have to move your plane and your pilot and rebase before you can do something like that. It doesn't turn green, you're gonna spawn in the air. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. Oh. Wonder if that's iron. Just huge amounts of iron in the ground. And then you got those dark spots that actually poke out, which are all dark, be iron. Can't imagine. Wow. Okay. On the radio. Come on, Elena, where are you? It was working so good earlier. We're waiting for matching plane and location. We're there. I don't know. Back to Neofly, try again. Cancel job, and you can always refresh the job, so that's not going to be a problem, I suppose. Dump it. Come on. PCOS. 192 pounds. Let's do it. What changed? Egad, sir, I don't know. It says we're there. PCOS jobs. But it's nice. It says we're at Colorado Springs, or that's where we're supposed to go. It says we're at Colorado Springs. Doesn't see us as at Meadow Lake. But I think. think we changed anything in here. It's updating the nav data. Let's see what happens. Awful slow. Wow. Says you want to do this periodically. I should jump there. Maybe it'll speed up. Because I would put a little line in here. You want to do this periodically, but you don't want to do it in the middle of a live stream or while you're live streaming. So note, edit. Okay, if we don't get any good results, then I am going to end this live stream and then just start up another one. But I'm going to reboot the computer as well. You know, sometimes things go weird. Things don't communicate, and it's everything. Reboot everything. So we'll see what we get here in a moment. Do 72%. Yeah. What screen are you seeing? How are you seeing that? Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to download and edit this and just chop it all up because my goodness, just what a horrible live stream. I haven't, you follow me, you know that I haven't live streamed in a long time. Haven't been, just getting back into it. And Lord, like a rookie, just the mistakes. Another thing I need to do is get multi-monitor set up, and I should do that sooner than later. It would be so much better if I didn't have to hop between screens so much and move things around. but I've tried to keep things minimal for doing these live streams and not have so much stress on the video card. I don't have small monitors. Okay, 100%. You're not seeing what I'm seeing. There's another screen going on here. In the simulator there. That's what I've been looking at, waiting to update to 100. Nav data. I was looking through the settings here to see, did I change something? The only thing that I can recall changing during this live stream to have caused anything was a fuel change that could have imbalanced things, but I don't get it. And I tried to sync the fuel. Okay, I don't want to click update again. Back to settings. So the only thing that